Hey, Nicola Light here, remembering back into our light. We are on this beautiful journey, this awakening journey into remembering who am I. From a place of our own perspective of being, we are in singularity, but we're also in the collective field. I want to go into this a little bit energetically, first of all, with some light codes to sort of really unify our hearts into that collective so that we can really bring that love vibration in to support those souls that are rising through the outward chaos into their own perspective of being. So we want to shift that energy outwardly. So first of all, we deal with ourselves. I've just literally just done a video on this for my Patreon group, which was very, very beautiful. If you want to go check that out, go check it out. We're going to bring one here on YouTube for you all to enable you to also connect to the inner heart pulse of the compassionate heart, and check out that playlist also that I've been talking about, the ins and outs of it, the sort of esoteric energetic field within the heart and how that then relates into our experience outwardly. Upgrading the ego, upgrading the mind into remembering all of this stuff. Okay, so take what resonates, take and place to one side if it's not quite resonating, or if it is resonating, really sort of like move into this space from your own perspective of knowing. So be empowered all the way. Okay, just don't take my perspective, adjust it to your own also. Thank you. So I just want to invite you to just be in this now moment, if you can want to continue with watching this video, into just coming to a place of settlement within the body, of just deepening, not just sort of watching whilst you're washing up or dealing with the kids with your earphones in or whatever it would be that you'll be doing, but just settle just for a moment, or press pause and come back to this later. But the key thing here is just to be in this now moment with me. And just invite you just to take a beautiful deep breath in, setting the intention to bring in the light into your heart, into the lung, to move into your blood. So we can also upgrade our DNA structure to help us, assist us with our rise, with these codes that are coming in from the highest degree of light that is available to me in this now moment, for you to receive those codes of light, to activate within you your remembrance. Alamakiata. Let us settle our minds into the receiving, and know that all is well, and use your heart to filter the codes that you know that is coming from that space of love. Take another deep breath and just really just feel that energy moving through the central column, that spinal cord from a physical perspective. And just bringing it down to the base, down to the feet, into the heel for healing. Alamakia sakbang ko isha a. Alamang ko is makiton osh makitan a. Alamang ko e makoishan ekwan a. So just focus on the heart and lung. Mana an ova lokosh makan tokoyana. You may even want to place your hands on your chest. Deepen into the body. Alamang ko sumai kon oshmatwatik inakwachanakiata. But we are not entrapping you into the body. It is feeling safe within the body that allows the anchoring of the light to the embodied state, to activate within the mind the remembrance from the outward reflection that all comes in, for the true reflection within to come out. Alamau kyot unkorabakiata, vankorabakiato toreshemakiata. Nan o rabakian tok osh makiata, vankorabakie kombolokwash makiata. That you interpret this in your own way. For the message will be mixed when there are different stages of heart vibration. whether it is expanding with an outward force or an inward influx of light. Allow the code to enter into your energetic field for you to transfer with your transference of light from within into the interpretation for what it is that needs to come forward. Elamankyot ugrabakianta, man uvagitu kumashmakiata. Switch on a sense of translation for you to hear what it is from the spoken word of vibration, from a conscious connection to an outer source that is of a higher vibration, to entice you out of the mind and into the heart, for the ego to settle in understanding, translating these messages of light. You have the capability to do so. Why do you deny that is the case? For you are beings of light upon the planet and know instinctively the code, but the only thing that will disallow is the shadow of fear. Elamangyot un rabakianta shmakiatam, for the heart to expand into the trueness or state of being, it is to push through the mind and anchor into the heart. But the heart also has a safety catch within that disallows the mind to fully activate into the heart. This energetic field of light that is contained within the heart space will be activated within you when you allow it to fulfill its purpose with the release into knowing that you are protected by the universal code of system of light for reclaiming all yourself back into and igniting your light from within. Elamangyot und ograkria bakretu makaishu makianto gorabakia. Dan amakriata, there is a force of energy that moves up from the head unit, up into higher levels of concentration, for the mind to foresee into the inner world of sight, of the third eye connection to all that you are through time-space. Allow this energy to enter into the head unit to enable you to sustain the energetic flowing systems into a higher knowing of self. The activation of code within heart will come into being when you are ready for that path to be spoken and taken and walked and woken into a space of being. Breathe in the light breath into the back heart and allow the energy to move through the spinal column, releasing, dissolving light from the back heart all the way down to your base root chakra, down to the heel, through the meridian lines of extension of leg into the healing journey, to anchor down into the root of Gaia. For she is here, she is strong, and it is us to release the structure of illusion out of the energetic flow system, to amplify our energetic field, to catapult the collective through a unified field of hearts. Together we rise. Amakai no kokoye and o vankra mono basu krabakitene e man asa la kaitu kunumasu man toka olai subban kayesha. Dan anama ko shono koyete nana tokai shon bakayete mana masu kan besu makaitu malomosu vangai simayete. Come into your awareness of your five senses and open your eyes. And here I sit in front of you. And there you sit with your eyes wide open, past doubting of your mind, the craziness of the inward world, and the craziness of the out. For you are seeing far much more than the mind could even contemplate in having into its energetic filter system overload for the mind to reject, but allow the filter of the heart to see with the third eye connection into the mind activation, to release the mind control of subconscious mind within your perception of reality, to see it as it is. And as it is a projection of your inner light. Rise up, dear ones of light, into the pure knowingness of who you are by insight of mind and connecting to higher connections of conscious vibrations across the universal system cosmos, thank you. Connecting with your galactic, beautiful family members and some not so beautiful in sight, but of heart, for non-judgment sits here. Pure observation. Collective thought may come into your being. Allow, dissolve duality. Come into oneness. See in me you. The eye to eye to eye to eye presence. Unified field of heart, ignite. Breathe the air, the unified field of light air. For we have all taken a sip from the same cup. Recycling through the system. We are all one. How could you ever doubt your mind? Your mind of light, your intuition, the perception of reality sits here within your mind of knowing. The simplistic tick-tock of the clock restricts the mind, thank you, into the process of aging. With a compassionate heart, you see past the tick-tock and into the light of being. For as that does, co-creatively, the energetic field turns back the tick-tick-tock. And with the light expression from within, the youth of intrigue, simplicity, play, joy reignites within you. A childish pose, a fun perspective, far from the grown-up aged. I will say it, battle axe of potential form. It is that, isn't it? The scene in the presentation of the mirror as we stand and brush our hair and clean our teeth gives our heart a little tug in the direction of who we are not as we judge ourselves. It is not about that of form. That is the chosen vessel. It is to see beyond that, to see beyond the pleasure of the eye, into feeling the senses, to feeling the experience of varying degrees of vibration. That is what the heart desires. The upsy downsies, the insy outsies, the all, the roundy, roundy, roundies. It's all a playful act, or not, dependent on the vibration and how deep will you go into the playing. But after all, you chose to be here. Regardless of the thought of mind feels that you have not, you are not stuck. You're not even in fear. It is the vibration of the body that holds the sense of fear. So connect with the body, but not. When you sit in your car and you turn on the car with the key and the throttle and the ejection of energy moving through it, do you become the car? You do not. You become the driver of the vehicle. If there's an oil leakage or a flat battery, do you become the car? No, you do not. You see the vessel for what it is, whether you pronounce a Mini, a Skoda, a Jaguar into your life. It is part of the plan of the process of experience. And just like any other mirror that sits in front of you, it shows you, it is a reflection of you. Do you desire an old car? Do you desire a flash car? Do you desire a practical car? Do you desire an old wreck? What is it that you are driving? What is it that you are driving in the physical form? And each individual car and vessel that we drive within gives us an experience, either broken down by the sidewalk, moving through the country lanes, chock-a-block on the highway, or parked up on the drive. All of these experiences are external, are they not? So why do you feel different with the vessel in which you reside? The perception of reality is just like that. It goes in and in and in and in and out and out and out and out, and as above and so below, and is within as is without. All points of reference for your mind, for you to see the truth in this reality. It stems from the heart, and with the formulation of block and knock and flow and stop and rise and fall, we see all angles of reality into the beingness of where we are at. Non-restricted of the mind of knowledge, non-restricted and suppressed by religion, non-restricted by that of spirituality. It is an expansion of self into the oneness of all that is. That if you choose to be in a said car on a country lane, going to church, is that good or bad? It is not. It is neither. It is a choice point of experience. So choices with others and how they choose to play should be observed with a compassionate heart. As you see the beautiful variance, the wonderful juxtaposition into what it is that you see from a secondary perception. For it all adds up into a big mixing pot of you. It is your own universe that you create from your perception of reality. And as simple as that, a simple dot in the scale of things, a speck on a speck, a player, a vessel, a mind, a complex, a collective, a unified field of heart, or non-unification that sits in many minds in separation. A choice point, an awakening game, an ascension for the ego to rise into remembering all of this, rewriting the instruction booklet of how to play the game Earth. And that is that. Alamakiant o krabakiant ost, takarabiskiant o kramakiatan. Dana ma lapokonama siege, samakiatonama sipokonama, ma korabisin korabakin mokrata, ma korabakianto de bushumakianta. Dana ma korabakita namusha, samakarapakaremakiyeta. So whether it is that you perceive the reality to be a sense of ego death, it needs to go, or whether you nurture your ego into its rise. No judgment upon it. Whether you perceive spirituality to be weird, whether you see it as being restrictive, whether you see it as being in flow, it's all a perspective. Neither right, neither wrong, neither up, neither down, neither left, neither right. It just is, you see? It just is. A choice. Duality. That is what it is either this or that. That is the game. That is the original game setting. It is not the good and the bad. Again, it is a perspective, but it is a depth of trauma that prevents you from your rise. It is the depths of dissension that you forget. How interesting. How interesting. I was doing my beautiful experience presenting information and it all of a sudden, it just stopped. And the significance to that is that I needed to delete some files from my system of my laptop. And so I just set about did that. And I come to you with the second half of this video right now. Into really deepening into when you make space, when you let go, truly let go, then you step into the new. So I'm going to finish this video off here with this beautiful, deep realization within myself, is that for the next stage of my journey, there's an awful lot that I need to delete out of my laptop, as well as what I've been doing from an external position. So we go in, and then we go in, and then we go in. And we go in, and we go out, and we go out, and we're out. Okay? So there are many levels and layers of the release system. But it's about starting to opening up that heart into seeing yourself from all perspectives. I do hope that this video has assisted you on with your journey. I'll see if I can stick the two videos together, and if so, it will be presented on YouTube. If not, then it will not. But thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of you. You're so dear to me in all of your wonderful, wonderful comments as well. Place that like, put notification bells in, do a little bit something different. Subscribe maybe if you've not already done so. Okay, we've got this. We rise together. Okay, remember who you are now. Okay, take care everyone. See you all soon. Bye.